Hello, this is Nathan speaking. Hi there, this is early retirement calling, just ready to book you in for that one-way ticket. Oh, wait, just give me a second. Yes! Yep, that's really what happened on the day that I quit. So if you're cheering for me, be sure to hit the like button on this video, and we know your time's valuable, so you can actually watch this video faster. Let's get into it. Nathan here, welcome to the YouTube channel, and in this video, I'm actually gonna talk about how I just quit my job. So for anyone that's actually interested, I've actually just recently started a GoFundMe page so you can actually support my lifestyle from now on. No, just kidding of course, but I've actually reached a point where I've finally decided to take a risk on myself and move towards the ventures that I actually have a real passion about. I also just wanted to make this video because it might help someone who's on a similar path or a similar journey who might just need that extra nudge. And at the same time, I'm just a simple guy with an experience that I'd like to share, so who knows who that will help. So for a bit of reference, I worked as a radiographer. You know, the one that actually checks all your bones and stuff with x-rays? Which, in all honesty, is actually a well-paying job, and it's incredibly stable, which makes me wonder why I left it. Now, it definitely is an amazing job, but over the years, I found that it really just wasn't for me. I've gone through a period where I've been trying my hand at different businesses, some good and some bad. And at some point, I've definitely found myself a lot more passionate towards creating these businesses and actually driving towards something that I've created myself. Now, I haven't just quit my job immediately, but I've actually done this job for a number of years. I made sure that by working a number of years, I actually had the capital, and I've built up the capital to be able to supply myself and actually sustain myself over these years, so that now I can actually take that extra little bit of risk trying to move something that I'm actually a lot more passionate towards. So when it comes to stability, I'm talking about having enough money in an emergency fund that I can actually last a money drought, being able to reevaluate my budget and actually see what I can and can't spend on, what's worth spending on, and what's actually worth holding back, so that I can then reinvest back into the businesses. And from there, it takes me to the next part of the BandAid ripping session. The BandAid is a metaphor for the job. I think being able to survive is really one part of the problem, but the other part is actually being able to tolerate the fear of actually leaving a stable platform. I'm actually talking about the fear of the unknown and the psychological effects that it can actually have on you, which is something that I definitely need to overcome myself. I think what the pandemic has taught us is that you really can't plan for anything, and at the same time, it's given me the energy to actually look past all the pain, all the fear and doubts that comes with leaving my job, and just try to work harder towards what's to come. They say that every experience does have life lessons, and I've sniffed out 3 that I actually want to share with you today. Number 1, you can actually always turn back. So when people look at you quitting your job, they see it as the most riskiest thing you could ever do. But the truth is, if it all goes belly up, you can just go backwards and get a job to actually then build enough capital to do it all over again. And you can rest assured that if my businesses do fail, I'm going to the next hospital, chucking my resume in, and shooting that next x-ray as soon as I can. But the way I see this is that the risk that I'm taking on myself really is an asymmetric opportunity. And with minimal downside and maximum upside, I really only have something to gain. Number 2 is whether you regret it becomes a really powerful indicator of why you should do it. When I was currently at my full-time job, my supervisor told me once is that if I'm currently not happy with my job, then I should really do something about it now. Otherwise, I'm only gonna have to deal with it for the next 30 to 40 years. And thank God someone told me that early. From the very start to the very finish, 20 years old to 65 years old, you're roughly working 40 years of your total life, and 8 hours of work every single day, 5 days a week, could be 7 days a week if anything. So you really want to make sure that that thing you're doing is something that you might be passionate about, or something that you're using right now to work on something that you're passionate about. So if you do stumble upon a situation or a current opportunity that you're just umming and ahhing about, whether you regret doing it or whether you regret not doing it is something that you should really think about and should be the ideal motivator towards doing it. Number 3 is that your time is actually the most important thing in the world. The one thing that everyone has in common is time. And what you'll find is that most of the people who are millionaires and billionaires would actually just trade that money back for more time. So at the same time, you want to make sure that you're doing something fulfilling with it. Whether you're poor or rich, we've all got the same 24 hours in a day. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to claw back that time to actually reinvest it in something that I'm proud of and that I'm passionate about. The real question is, where to from here? And the answer is I don't really know. I definitely think what scares me and also excites me now is the unknown. But all I know is that I've now been able to turn my time back solely to focus on the things that I actually love and that I enjoy doing. And at the same time, I actually have more time to create content like this for YouTube, whether it's different types of social profiles, but who knows? A lot of time will be spent doing things that I enjoy doing, and hopefully you can enjoy that as well. So that's the end of this video here. So if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel where I post weekly, and hit the little notification bell to know exactly when that is. Now, if you're not sick of my voice, I have 2 other videos here that I think you would really enjoy watching. So at the same time, enjoy. I'll catch you in the next video.